He supported Democrats until he realized Democrats did not agree with of what he believed. No, Elon Musk is part of the military-industrial complex. In 2023, he actually got his first defense contract with the Pentagon, with U.S. Space Force. So, I don't know what this, if you guys are true, if you're a true Trump supporter, I'm assuming, okay, and so you think, okay, well, a year ago, Elon Musk was calling out the woke stuff, right? But he didn't get on board with Trump, and he should have way back then. He didn't, because what he cared more about was his defense contracts. But he didn't get on board with Trump until 4 months, until after the assassination attempt failed. Once Silicon Valley knew there was nothing they could do to stop him, then it was, let's all endorse Trump. Before that, they didn't want to endorse Trump because, believe it or not, the tech world they're globalists. That's your globalists. So if you think that Trump, I think some Trump supporters just think because Elon's there at Mar-a-Lago, then that means Trump and him are, best buddies. No, I think Trump's keeping him on a tight leash. I mean, it would make sense. Elon Musk is part of, it's very obvious. I mean, it's not like this is new information. He's part of the military-industrial complex. Silicon Valley is part of it. It's like Pentagon and them are one and the same practically. And so you need to keep those people close to you, especially them, because you're going to have to deal with them. And I mean, to stop them, you're going to have to deal with them. Because your shadow government is no longer shadow. They're the heart of it. What's weird to me is I get these, so there's liberals on this platform, on every platform, but they're not really liberals. Like, I don't think they're true blue liberals. They're globalists. Many of them just dirtbags out of Silicon Valley. Because your true liberals and Democrats, they were talking long before Trump came into office. You guys were talking about the emerging digital military industrial complex as Silicon Valley meets the Pentagon. That was from Democracy Now!, not a site I follow. So you guys on the left were talking about the globalists and this danger with Silicon Valley long before Trump came in. Then Trump comes in, and then you guys start attacking Trump. And I think it's because of Silicon Valley, because immediately, everybody was manipulated to hate Trump because of the Hollywood access tape when Trump never got off the bus and grabbed any woman in the crotch. But what went over your heads, some of you liberal women that, I don't know, like your head just spun off, like you missed what he was saying. What he was saying was more important because he didn't get off the bus and grab anybody. But his point was, when you have a lot of money, you can get away with a lot of stuff. Yet he went into office and was calling out the globalists at the World Economic Forum, at the UN. I mean, he was saying this stuff. And yet you guys were too busy being manipulated by the very Silicon Valley that you were calling out before Trump came into office. And yet you missed hearing him calling this out. He was speaking your language because conservatives didn't know about the dangers of tech in Silicon Valley until Trump came into office. We didn't. You guys were talking about it, but conservatives didn't. So it's like, it baffles me because this should be one area where people can come together on. Yet now you have the liberals saying, well, of course, Trump's going to surround himself with all these tech giants. And then you think you're rubbing it in our face somehow, into MAGA's face, that, see, this is who Trump is. No, I think you're going to be disappointed then. Or actually, if you care about him, Silicon Valley losing power and not having this control they have with the Pentagon, then I think I think you should be happy. But if you have too much hate for Trump, you're just going to hate anything he does that's successful. But literally, you guys hated the globalists. The Democrats were calling the globalists out, and I'm talking about the people in this country. So before conservatives were ever saying anything, yet I've spent 4 years talking about this digital crap, so have many conservatives, many Trump supporters, and yet all you guys do is rip on us. It makes no sense. So either you're globalists, just like these platforms, these, all these podcasters, it's a boys club there too, pretty much. But I'm just saying it is. You guys should be able to come to the middle on this. Because, MAGA doesn't want all this digital crap. We don't either. So you laughing at us because we voted for Trump, what, you think Kamala would have been any different? Elon Musk had his contracts in 2023 with U.S. Space Force and the Pentagon. And he's had other ones with them. He's part of the problem. So I think many of you are going to, be eating your words, okay? Because I think in order for Trump to do something about that very delicate problem, because with the amount of power Silicon Valley has, you can't just fire them. You have to handle that situation delicately. No, regardless of what, quit with the party stuff, really. But I think there's a lot of people on this app that are globalists, and they get in my comment section, some of them, but they act like they're liberal. Well, they're liberals that are really globalists, that are acting like they're a MAGA supporter to come after me and say, oh, I love to see liberal tears. Yet you're trying to call me a liberal, yet I'm wearing a 2020 Trump hat. It makes no sense. I'm not talking about you. But another comment. These globalists are a uniparty, okay? They really don't care about any parties. And they're also your doomsdayer people. They really are. They're your, and I don't mean like your Christian doomsdayer. I mean these are your people that, if they get caught, they just want the whole world to be on fire rather than be caught. Those kind of doom, like there's some people that truly wish for the apocalypse. Not because they believe in Jesus or any of that, just because they have a death, there's those death wish people. A lot of them attend Burning Man, by the way. And I don't want to say that about everybody, because I know there's like everyday people that just go to Burning Man for the experience. But literally, I used to think it was just some concert they have in the desert. No, it's this whole art tech show, and it's Black Rock City there. It's Black Rock, the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. So, that's just interesting because, Black Rock is what has monopolized every industry and company in the world under one umbrella, them with Vanguard and State Street, but yet that's where they hold Burning Man, and they burn an effigy of a man at the end of that week's sandstorm event. Yeah, it's like this. That's why they have to wear these respirators and masks. Sounds like a great party. But yeah, they don't wear really any clothes, but they wear masks and respirators because, the sandstorm kicks up. But it's not really sand, I guess. It's this certain kind of dirt. Because the people that attend Burning Man, they create a utopian city where they can go into a bar and not pay anything. Yeah. Like, they really think that, but these are the wealthiest people in the world, by the way. This is Silicon Valley that's all over this. So, it's a total ritual that goes on, totally. You'd think that maybe, with all the California wildfires getting worse, you might want to, lay off the burning effigies, but, who am I to know? I'm just a suggestion. But all these people, Elon loves Burning Man. And Burning Man is like, it's this anything goes, let trans kids, cut their genitals off, and, it's unicorns and rainbows and just, and people say, no, it's all about love. It's like, you're burning an effigy of a man at the end, okay? Like, you can delude yourself all you want, okay? And it's a ton of psychedelics going on, which fine, but all these people out of Silicon Valley, they go and get on, the Rogan podcast and all these podcasts saying, yeah, really what we should have in mental health is let's give PTSD victims psychedelics because it'll help them. Okay. Just So, yeah, I mean, it's just strange and crazy how all of this has this connection. It's insanity.